Hey, it's Jess, and welcome back to another Skyrim Longplay. Today we are returning in Riften with our beautiful Rayn, our what is she, like a traveling historian or whatever. It's been a while since I played this Longplay. I had some laptop issues, and I actually thought my laptop was completely dead. Thankfully, she's not completely dead, and we're like fine, but she is significantly louder and she doesn't run Skyrim incredibly well, so I'm going to hope this Longplay is okay because I am a little stressed about it. Anyway, she looks a little strange. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I like this hair on her. Okay. Today we are going to pretty much go through Riften. I don't think we did much on Riften. Now that we have Mercurio, we can do a bunch of things. Travel, write down in her notebooks all the things she finds, etc, etc. But yes, I am a little sick today, so hopefully it doesn't affect my voice too much for the Longplay. I mean, I shouldn't be filming, but I just wanted to play Skyrim, so I did. And who is this lady?
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband.
Who are you?
Around somewhere, planning to feed the poor with his nonsense about
What
Mara.
is this? I have a note that implies a thief planted something in your strong box.
Oh, now that can't be good.
I can check it out for you.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh. Okay. My audio's like really quiet, but if I change it, you're gonna see my desktop, so I guess I'm playing with quiet audio. What is the plan for today? Mercurio? Babe? Babe, what's the plan?
Need something?
Do you have a moment? Let's just chat with him. Anyway, while we're chatting, I can talk a bit more. Yeah, I had laptop issues, life issues, honestly, but I'm back. Oh, we enjoyed it. Fantastic. Oh, I'm hungry. I thought like something terrible happened. And I've low-key forgotten Skyrim controls because I haven't been playing on my own time since that video, so forgive me as I get back into the ropes. But we have things to do, people to see. Oh my gosh, first person. It kind of made me dizzy right off the bat.
No lollygagging.
Excuse me? That's what I thought. Okay. Let's start. Should we go to the orphanage? No, that's a terrible first place to start. What's this? Is this like the guard barracks? Mistvale Keep. I've never been in this building. I can tell you that for certain. I've never stepped foot in this building. I don't think I've ever met the Jarl of Riften, actually. I don't think it's happened.
Huh?
Let's see. What quest am I working on right now? How do I open my quests? The Grave Nocturnal. Okay, I think we're not doing that one, right? Okay. We're chilling right now. Let's head up.
Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Hello.
Good. If
She
Riften
kinda
should
looks like-
fall, it's only right that its leader be
Is this
spared.
crazy? You know Shrek, the second
to
one,
Mistvale
with like the
Keep.
ugly
I'm
stepsisters?
Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
Tell me she doesn't
Welcome to
look like
Riften,
that.
traveler.
Hello,
I hope the road fared
Jarl
well for you.
Layla Lawgiver. I've never met you before in my life.
What can I do for you?
Oh, what's your stance on the war?
Well, I feel Ulfric's cause is just. My concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family.
What of Ulfric himself?
With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood. for years to come.
Well, that's sad. What is the white gold concordance?
Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing
I
peace.
feel like
within
that's
the
something I
Empire.
definitely should have known
One of
as
the
a
terms of the
historian.
treaty was the
My
outlawing
bad.
of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord.
I'm not angry with you.
Okay, great.
Good journey to you.
Nice to
in my
meet you. I'll be
chambers
writing
later
about you in
we
my
can discuss the
books.
situation in private.
You're a silly looking dude. Anyway, we can talk to her as well.
Speak. I
What?
wish to hear everything my subjects have to say.
You're kind of cool. I
My
like
lady,
you.
Maven Blackbriar has sent word that she requires your seal in order to
Anyway,
expand her shipments.
I was going to say
into
something. Yes,
Morrowind.
this long play might
But
be a
of
bit on the
course,
shorter side.
Talos shall have it.
I'm tired.
Maven
I'm
is
sick.
one of the few people I can trust, and I'd be delighted to
My
give her
laptop
blessing.
can't handle it too long, so
Yes, my lady.
we're going to do our
We'll
best.
pass the good news on to her.
Anuriel.
Welcome to Riften.
Anuriel?
I hope the road fared well.
What do you do around here?
As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep.
What are the rumors of corruption you mentioned?
There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family.
It kind of is.
I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything.
Okay, then.
You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Hi. Also, exciting news
As
for
Jarl
anyone.
Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain respectable distance from her at all times.
Anyways, as I was saying, I'm gonna get away from people so no one talks to me. I'm gonna sit right here on this bench. So basically, exciting news for anyone who likes Elder Scrolls outside of Skyrim. I just realized that Arena is free on Steam and I'm able to run it on my laptop. So I'm thinking of doing a first time playing Arena because I've never played any Elder Scrolls game outside of Skyrim. So I look forward to that. I'm currently actually editing my first playthrough. It was really fun. I'll tell you that.
But of
It
course,
made me laugh a lot
Talos shall
though.
have it. Maven is one of the few people I can
Anyways,
trust, and I'd be
we're done
delighted
chatting
to
here,
give her my blessing.
Mercurio. Let's get some quests.
We'll pass the good news
I
on
kind
to her.
of am I free to go back here?
Did you have some sort of official business here? I'd request that when speaking to Jarl Layla, you show the proper respect.
Okay, he's
I'm
not gonna
keeping
give me
my
any
eye on you.
quests, so
Welcome to Riften.
I just want to
traveler. I hope
explore
the road
a
fared
bit.
well for you.
This is probably illegal, right? What's this? Sibby Blackbriar. A quick note regarding my son Sibby. He's to be treated as I expect you to treat anyone of the Blackbriar family, and all of his requests are to be honored without question. However, if he wishes to be released, you are not to do so unless I expressly authorize it. Sibby needs to learn his place, and the only way that will happen is if he's kept under lock and key. Maven. I've never gotten far in the Thieves storyline before, so I'm not quite sure how that goes down, but I know it it goes with Maven, right? Anyway, when I find books, I read them all the way through. So get ready for A Dance in Fire, Volume 5. A Dance in Fire, Chapter 5 by Wahin Yarth. Okay. Soap? The forest will eat love, straight ahead, stupid and a stupid cow. The voice boomed out so suddenly that Ducamus Scotty jumped. He stared off into the dim jungle glade from which he had only heard animal and insect calls and the low whistling of wind moments before. It was a queer, oddly accented voice of indiscriminate gender, tremulous in its modulations but unmistakably human, or at least elven. An isolated Bosmer, perhaps, with a poor grasp of the Cyrodiilic language. After countless hours of plodding through dense knot of Valenwood jungle, any voice of slight familiarity sounded wondrous. "Hello," he cried. "Beetles on any names, certainly yesterday, yes." The voice called back, "Who, what, and when, and mice." I'm afraid I don't understand, replied Scotty, turning toward the brambled tree thick as a wagon where the voice had issued. But you needn't be afraid of me. My name is Decumus Scotty. I'm a Cyrodiil from the Imperial City. I came here to help rebuild Valenwood after the war, you see, and now I'm rather lost. Gemstones and grilled slaves, the war, moaned the voice and broke down into sobs. You know about the war. I wasn't sure. I wasn't even sure how far away from the border I am now. Scotty began slowly walking toward the tree. He had dropped Regulus's satchel to the ground and held out his empty hands. I'm unarmed. I only want to know the way to the closest town. I'm trying to meet my friend, Leodis Juris, in Sylvanar. Sylvanar! The voice laughed. It laughed even louder as Scotty circled the tree. Worms and wine, worms and wine. Sylvanar scenes for worms and wine. There was nothing to be found anywhere around the tree. I don't see you. Why are you hiding? In frustration born of hunger and exhaustion, he struck the tree trunk. A sudden shiver of gold and red erupted from a hollow nook above, and Scotty was surrounded by 6 winged creatures scarcely more than a few inches long. Bright crimson eyes were set on either side of his tunnel-like protuberances. The animals' always open mouths. They were legless and their thin, rapidly beating iron wings seemed poorly constructed to transport their fat, swollen bellies, and yet they darted through the air like sparks from a fire, whirling around the poor clerk. They began chattering what he now understood to be perfect nonsense. Wines and worm, how far from the border I am. Academic garnishes, and alas, Leodis Juris. Hello, I am afraid I'm unarmed. Smoke and flames, and the closest town is dear Oblivion. Swollen on bad meat and indigo nimbus, but you needn't be afraid of me. Why are you hiding? Why are you hiding before I begin to friends? Love me. Lady Zulika. Furious with the mimics, Scotty swung his arms, driving them up into the tree tops. He stomped back to the clearing and opened up his satchel again. As he had done some hours before, there was still, unsurprisingly, nothing useful in the bag and nothing to eat in any corner or pocket. A goodly amount of gold. He smiled grimly, as he had done before, at the irony of being financially solvent to the jungle. A stack of neat blank contracts from Lord Vannick's building commissions. Some fed cord and an oiled leather cloak for bad weather. At least, Scotty considered, he had not suffered rain. A rolling moan of thunder reminded Scotty of what he had suspected for some weeks now. He was cursed. Within an hour's time, he was wearing the cloak and clawing his way through mud. The trees, which had earlier allowed no sunlight in, provided no shelter against the pounding storm and wind. The only sounds that pierced the pelting of the rain were the mocking calls of the flying creatures building just above, babbling their nonsense. Scotty bellowed at them through rocks, but they seemed enamored of his company. While he was reaching to grab a promising-looking stone to hurl at his tormentors, Scotty felt something shift beneath his feet. Wet but solid ground suddenly liquefied and became a rolling tide, rushing him forward. Light as a leaf, he flew head over feet over head until the mud flow dropped and he continued forward, plunging down into a river 20 feet below. The storm passed quite as instantly as it had arrived. The sun melted the dark clouds and warmed Scotty as he swam for the shore. There, another sign of the Khajiit incursion into Valenwood greeted him. A small fishing village had stood there once, so recently extinct that it smoldered like a still warm corpse. Dirt cairns that had once housed fish by the smell of them had been ravaged, their bounty turned to ash. Rafts and skiffs lay broken, scuttled, half-submerged. All the villagers were no more, either dead or refugees far away. Or so he presumed. Something banged against the wall of one of the ruins. Scotty ran to investigate. My name is Decumus Scotty, sang the first winged beast. I'm a Cyrodiil from the Imperial City. I came here to help rebuild Valenwood after the war, you see, and now I am rather lost. I swell to maculate Apenic, agreed one of his companions. I don't see you. Why are you hiding? As they fell into chattering, Scotty began to search the rest of the village. Surely the cats had left something behind, a scrap of dried meat, a morsel of fish, sausage, anything. But they had been immaculate in their complete annihilation. There was nothing to eat anywhere. Scotty did find one item of possible use under the tumbled remains of a stone hut. A bow and 2 arrows made of bone. The string had been lost, likely burned away in the heat of the fire, but he pulled the cord from Regilius' satchel and restrung it. The creatures flew over and hovered nearby as he worked, the covenant of the sacred Euros Juris. You know about the war, worms and wine. Circumscribe a golden host, Apenic. The moment the cord was taut, Scotty knocked an arrow and swung around, pulling the string tight against his chest. The winged beasts, having had experience with archers before, shot off in all directions in a blur. They needn't have bothered. Scotty's first arrow drove into the ground 3 feet in front of him. He swore and retrieved it. The mimics, having likewise had experience with archers before, returned at once to hovering nearby and mocking Scotty. On his second shot, Scotty did much better in purely technical terms. He remembered how the archers in Phalanstead looked when he pulled himself out from under the Harvard tick, and they were all taking aim at him. He extended his left hand, right hand, and right elbow in a symmetrical line, drawing the bow so his hand touched his jawline, and he could see the creature in his sight like the arrow was a finger he was pointing with. The bolt missed the target by only 2 feet, but it continued on its trajectory, snapping when it struck a rock wall. Scotty walked to the river's edge. He had only 1 arrow left, and perhaps he considered it would be most practical to find a slow-moving fish and fired on that. If he missed, at least there was less of a chance breaking the shaft, and he could always retrieve it from the water. A rather torpid, whiskered fish rolled by, and he took aim at it. "My name is Dakima Scotty," one of the creatures howled, frightening the fish away. "Stupid and a stupid cow, will you dance a dance in fire?" Scotty turned and aimed the arrow he had just done before. This time, however, he remembered to plant his feet, as the archers had done, 7 inches apart, knees straight, left leg slightly forward to meet the angle of his right shoulder. He released the last arrow. The arrow also proved a serviceable prawn for roasting the creature against the smoking hot stones of one of the ruins. Its other companions had disappeared instantly after the beast was slain, and Scotty was able to dine in peace. The meat proved to be delicious, if scarcely more than first course. He was picking the last of it from the bones when a boat sailed into view from around the bend of the river. At the helm were Bosmer sailors. Scotty ran to the bank and waved his arms. They averted their eyes and continued past. "You bloody, callous bastards," Scotty howled. "Knaves, hooligans, Apenics, scoundrels." A grey, whiskered form came out from the hatch, and Scotty immediately recognized him as Griff Malone, the poet-translator had met in the caravan from Cyrodiil. He peered Scotty's direction, and his eyes lit up with delight. "Come, Scotty, precisely the man I hoped to see. I want to get your thoughts on a rather puzzling passage in the Nordply Bar. It begins, 'I went reaping into the world, searching for wonders.' Perhaps you're familiar with it." "I'd like nothing better than to discuss the Nordply Bar with you, Griff," Scotty called back. "Would you let me come aboard, though, first?" Overjoyed at being on a ship bound for any port at all, Scotty was true in his word. For over an hour, as the boat rolled down the river past the blackened remnants of Bosmeri villages, he asked no questions and spoke nothing of his life over the past weeks. He merely listened to Malone's theories of Metheric Aldemiri Historica. The translator was undemanding of his guests. Scholarship, accepting nods and shrugs as civilized conversation. He even produced some wine and fish jelly, which he shared with Scotty absent-mindedly as he expounded on his various theses. Finally, while Malone was searching for a reference to some minor point in his notes, Scotty asked, "Rather off subject, but I was wondering where we're bound." "The very heart of the province, Sylvanar," Malone said, not looking up from the passage he was reading. "It's somewhat bothersome, actually, as I wanted to go to Woodhearth first to talk to a Bosmer there who claims to have an original copy of Dirith Valmehiad, if you can believe it. But for the time being, that has to wait. Somerset Isle has surrounded the city and is in the process of starving the citizenry until they surrender. It's a tiresome prospect, since the Bosmeri are happy to eat one another, so there's a risk that at the end, only one fat wood elf will remain to wave the flag." "That is vexing," agreed Scotty sympathetically. "To the east, the Khajiiti are burning everything, and to the west, the High Elves are waging war. I don't suppose the borders to the north are clear?" "They're even worse," replied Malone, finger on the page, still distracted. "The Cyrodiils and Redguards don't want Bosmer refugees streaming into their provinces. It only stands to reason. Imagine how much more criminally inclined they'd be now that they're homeless and hungry." "So," muttered Scotty, feeling a shiver, "we're trapped in Valenwood." "Not at all. I need to leave fairly shortly myself, as my publisher has set a very definite deadline for my new book of translations. From what I understand, one merely petitions to the Sylvanar for special border protection, and one can cross into Cyrodiil without impunity. Petition the Sylvanar, or petition at Sylvanar. Petition the Sylvanar at Sylvanar. It's an odd nomenclature that is typical of this place, the sort of thing that makes my job as a translator that much more challenging. The Sylvanar, he, or rather they, are the closest the Bosmiri have to a great leader. The essential thing to remember about the Sylvanar. Milan smiled, finding the passage he was looking for. Here! A fortnight inexplicable, the worlds burn into a dance. That's the metaphor again. What were you saying about the Sylvanar? Asked Scotty, the essential thing to remember. I don't remember what I was saying, replied Milan, turning back to his oration. In a week's time, the little boat bumped along the shallow, calm waters of the foaming current the Xylo had become, and Tecuma Scotty first saw the city of Sylvanar. If Falinesti was a tree, and Sylvanar was a flower, a magnificent pile of faded shades of green, red, blue, and white, shining with crystalline residue. Milan had mentioned offhand, when not otherwise explaining, Aldemiri prosody, that Sylvanar had once been a blossoming glade in the forest, but owing to some spell or natural cause, the tree's sap began flowing with translucent liqueur. The process of the sap flowing and hardening over the colorful trees had formed the web of the city. Milan's description was intriguing, but it hardly prepared him for the city's beauty. What is the finest, most luxurious tavern here? Scotty asked of the Bosmer boatman. Prathala Hall, Milan answered, but why don't you stay with me? I'm visiting an acquaintance of mine, a scholar I think you'll find fascinating. His hovel isn't much, but he has the most extraordinary ideas about the principles of the Merethic Aldemiri tribe. The Samarthi, under any other circumstances, I would happily accept, said Scotty graciously. But after weeks of sleeping on the ground or on a raft and eating whatever I could scrounge, I feel the need for some indulgent creature comforts, and then, after a day or two, I'll petition Sylvanar for safe passage to Cyrodiil. The men bade each other goodbye. Griff Milan gave him the address of his publisher in the Imperial City, which Scotty accepted and quickly forgot. The clerk wandered the streets of Sylvanar, crossing bridges of amber, admiring the petrified forest architecture. In front of a particularly estimable palace of silvery, reflective crystal, he found Prathala Hall. He took the finest room and ordered a gluttonous meal of the finest quality. At a nearby table, he saw two very fat fellows, a man and a Bosmer, remarking how much finer the food was there than at the Sylvanar's place. They began to discuss the war and some issues of finances and rebuilding provincial bridges. The man noticed Scotty looking at them, and his eyes flashed recognition. Scotty, is that you? Kinnereth, where have you been? I've had to make all the contacts here on my own. At the sound of his voice, Scotty recognized him. The fat man was Leodis Yuris, vastly engorged. Okay, I think this is a sequel to the book we read in the last episode. And this is like slowly becoming my favorite book in this game. Like, it's so interesting, it's so detailed. Since I always play as Bosmer, I think I talked about this last time. Like, I always play as them, but I never really knew their history. So that was really fun. Anyways, we had the dowry, which I hope is short. We might come back for it because reading 2 books in a row is kind of a lot. So let's explore. Oh my gosh, there's a third book.
Destroyed by a dragon.
I do read every book I come across, so I'm sorry. It looks like it's going to be a book-heavy episode. But, you know, this is what this gameplay is all about, is to do things you might not have done before. Oh, look.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim,
Is
tell them
Riften?
to head to
Like,
Windhead.
Riften is a storm
wants to see
cloak.
them.
And it looks like they are, like, part of... Oh, hell no, I'm not joining the Stormcloak Rebellion.
Fight or die well.
Do you see my face? Yeah, hell no. I'm not joining any
Next
rebellion, though.
Imperial I
I'm here
see
simply
is
for
dead.
historical documentation purposes. We have the barracks, which we need to go into, but let's open this door first. Also, sorry, I've just realized I'm talking very fast. I try to be more calm and slow within this, so I will now be calm and slow. Hello, my love. I know, like, I mean, we might be taller than him. Wait. We're like the same size. Perfect. We're meant to be Mercurio. He's giving me the most bombastic side eye. Like, what did I do
Damn
to you?
faithless Imperials.
Okay, let's go upstairs. Oh, that leads to the Jarl's chambers. I thought this down here was the Jarl's chambers, but it doesn't seem like it.
What is it?
Nothing of your concern. I'm going to read the dowry book and hope that it's not ages long. The Dowry Ancient Tales of the Dwemer, Part 5. Okay, by Marabar Soul. Let's get reading. I'm going to take a quick drink of water before I do this because my mouth is dry after that last book. It was a long one. Okay, I'm ready to get into this. Is that a Y? Oh gosh. I'm really sorry if I mispronounce things in this game. It's not my intention. Nyale was the wealthiest landowner in Gunal, and he had over the years saved a tremendous dowry for the man who would marry his daughter, Jennifer. When she reached the age of consent, he locked the gold away for safekeeping and announced his intentions to have her marry. Oh, I'm not gonna like this, am I? She was a comely lass, a scholar, a great athlete, but dour and brooding in aspect. This personality defect did not bother her potential suitors any more than her positive traits impressed them. Every man knew the tremendous wealth that would be his as the husband of Jennifer and son-in-law of Inale. That alone was enough for hundreds to come to Gunal to pay court. "The man who will marry my daughter," said Inale to the assembled, "must not be doing so purely out of avarice. He must demonstrate his own wealth to my satisfaction." This simple pronouncement removed a vast majority of the suitors who knew they could not impress the landowner with their meager fortunes. A few dozen did come forward within a few days, clad in fine Killeric cloth of spun silver, accompanied by exotic servants traveling in magnificent carriages. Of all who met with Inale's approval, none arrived in a more resplendent fashion than Waylin Niralik. The young man, who no one had ever heard of, arrived in a shining ebon coach drawn by a team of dragons. His clothing of rarest manufacture and accompanied by an air of the most fantastical servants any of the Gunal had ever seen. Valets with eyes on all sides of their heads, maidservants that seemed cast in gemstones, but such was not enough with Inale. "The man who marries my daughter must prove himself an intelligent fellow, for I would not have an ignoramus of a son-in-law and business partner," he declared. Oh, it's a he. This eliminated a large part of the wealthy suitors who, through their lives of luxury, had never needed to think very much of it all. Still, some came forward over the next few days, demonstrating their wit and learning, quoting the great sages of the past, and offering their philosophies of metaphysics and alchemy. Waylin Nerlich, too, came and asked Inale to dine at the villa he had rented outside of Gunal. There the landowners saw scores of scribes working on translations of Valdmiri tracts and enjoyed the young man's somewhat irreverent but intriguing intelligence. Nevertheless, though, he was much impressed with Waylin Nerlich. Inale had another challenge. "I love my daughter very much," said Inale, "and I hope that the man who marries her will make her as happy as well. Should any of you make her smile, she and the great dowry are yours." The suitors lined up for days, singing her songs, proclaiming their devotion, describing her beauty in the most poetic of terms. Jennifer merely glared at all with hatred and melancholia. Inale, who stood by her side, began to despair at last. His daughter's suitors were failing to a man at this task. Finally, Waylin Nerlich came to the chamber. "I will make your daughter smile," he said. "I dare say I'll make her laugh, but only after you've agreed to marry us. If she is not delighted within 1 hour of our engagement, the wedding can be called off." Inale turned to his daughter. She was not smiling, but her eyes had sparked some morbid curiosity in this young man, as no other suitor had even registered that for her. He agreed. "The dowry is naturally not to be paid till after you've wed," said Inale. "Being engaged is not enough." "Might I see the dowry still?" asked Waylin. Knowing how fabled the treasure was, and understanding that this would likely be the closest the young man would come to possessing it, Inale agreed. He had grown quite fond of Waylin. On his orders, Waylin, Inale, Glum, Jennifer, and the Castellan delved deep into the stronghold of Gunal. The first vault had to be opened by touching a series of runic symbols. Should one of the marks be mispressed, a volley of poisoned arrows would have struck the thief. Inale was particularly proud of the next level of security. A lock composed of blades with 18 tumblers required 3 keys to be turned simultaneously to allow entry. The blades were designed to eviscerate any who merely picked one of the locks. Finally, they reached the storeroom. It was entirely empty. "By Lorcan, we've been burgled!" cried Inale. "But how? Who could have done this?" "A humble but, if I may say so, rather talented burglar," said Waylin. "A man who has loved your daughter from afar for many years, but did not possess the glamour or the learning to impress. That is until the gold from her dowry afforded me the opportunity." "You?" bellowed Inale, scarcely able to believe it. Then something even more unbelievable happened. Jennifer began to laugh. She had never dreamed of meeting anyone like this thief. She threw herself into his arms before her father's outraged eyes. After a moment, Inalay too began to laugh. Jennifer and Wayland were married in a month's time, though he was in fact quite poor and had little scholarship. Inalay was amazed at how much his wealth increased with such a son-in-law and business partner. He only made certain never to ask from whence came the excess gold. Publisher note. Oh. The tale of a man trying to win the hand of a maiden whose father, usually a wealthy man or a keen, tests each suitor is quite common. See, for instance, the more recent Four Suitors, Benetha, by Yol Volves. The behavior of the character is quite out of the character of for the Dwemer. No one today knows their marriage customs, or even if they had marriage at all. One rather odd theory of the disappearance of the dwarves came from this and a few other tales of Maribor Sol. It was proposed that the Dwemer never in fact left, that they did not depart Nirn, much less the continent of Tamriel, and they are still among us, disguised. These scholars use the story of the Azura and the box to suggest that the Dwemer feared Azura, a being that could neither understand nor control, and they adopted the dress and manner of Chimer and Altmer in order to hide from Azura's gaze. That is so interesting. It had a happy ending, right? Oh my gosh, Mercurio. Hello, babe. Something I forgot to say while I was reading through A Dance in Fire. Why do we not have a game set in Valenwood yet? Like, I know Arena, right? Maybe Battlespire. I can't remember. There's like 2 of like the old games, maybe, that you can go to Valenwood. Don't quote me on that. And then in like Elder Scrolls Online, I think you can go to Valenwood. But I want like a Skyrim level game set in Valenwood. It sounds so beautiful and amazing, especially if we could go back to the wartime between the Bosmiri and the Khajiit. I don't know, I just think it'd be cool. Anyways, we're gonna skip this book for a second. We'll have to come back down here anyways. And we're gonna investigate the Jarl's chambers. I mean, it's not locked, so it's like, we're allowed to. At least that's the way I think of it. Oh, is there like 3 rooms? Oh, that floor is quite cool. This looks like maybe one of her kids' rooms. Okay, I'm not reading all those books. I'm sorry. We're gonna pretend I did not see. We're gonna pretend I did not see. This is definitely the Jarl's chambers. I imagine she got permission to come up here and is simply writing like how the Jarls live, documenting the gap between like the wealthy and the poor. Hey look, it's one of the unusual gems that you need for quest. You can just take it. Do I want to read this? I don't know if I do. Maybe because it's in the Jarl's chambers. What's out here? Riften? You can go out to Riften through here? Oh, it's like a balcony. Can you get off this balcony? I don't think you can. I mean, is it a nice balcony? Not really. Like, you kind of hit your head if you jump, but look how beautiful Riften is. Just give it a minute. Wow. Okay. I think you can see this, so forgive me. I just want to do a game capture. Okay. It's so gorgeous, isn't it? We definitely need to sleep soon, though. I've never seen Riften from this angle. Again, I've never been in here before. It's shocking. Does time pass as you're reading? I felt like the game was paused, but I just came in here. We'll come back and finish exploring after, I think. Just another kid's room. Okay. Mercuria, my love. Thank you. We'll come back and finish exploring tomorrow, but I'm tired. I have a level up. So I'm going to gotta sleep. And that will give us a break from the reading because we've been doing a lot.
The Thieves Guild used to
Did I
run
see another
this
book?
city. Now they're nothing
Oh
but
dear, I
braggarts
did.
and bullies.
Anurian,
I might have to change the rules about reading every book I come across. We might have to change it to every book that interests me or is in an interesting place. Dear Lord, this game is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, did you see like those leaves falling? And look at the moons. Okay. Wow. Let's head into the inn here. We'll be in the barb. Get a room. Sleep, level up. All those fun things. Micro Carrabba.
Got the coin? Yes, come here.
I'd like to rent a
Are
room.
you joking? You just rented a room from me.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb.
The awkwardness.
One of our special drinks.
Okay, Mercurio, we have to share a tiny little bed.
Again.
Are you okay with that?
You think I had
Come on in,
something to
come
do
on
with
in.
that? I'm not accusing you of anything.
You can just
Yet.
sleep with me.
Dreth family doesn't.
I'm sorry. It's only 8 p.m. Wow. Let's get a good 8 hours of sleep. Wake up at 6 a.m. bright and early in the morning. I think that sounds good to me. Okay. We definitely want to get our health up, right? Okay. I can't. What can I do? What would be helpful for us? Maybe light armor? Yeah, that's gonna be helpful. Okay, fantastic. We're level 4.
Darren, for your sake, I hope you're right. Because if it is you, and
Oh.
Maven finds out,
I'm hearing things. We're gonna quickly change our hair before we go back to the Jarl's place of residence. That's a cute hairstyle. Okay. We'll have a high ponytail today.
the
Look
Dreth
at that.
family is
Gorgeous.
going to be one member
Gorgeous girl.
smaller.
And her gorgeous boyfriend. Don't mind me. Oh, hello, Tellinger. I'm not in anyone's business right now.
I presume you're bothering me for a good
Is this 6 a.m.? Oh, it's 4 a.m. My bad.
Are you feeling sick?
No, am I sick? Let's see, effects. Oh, I have severe rock joint. Oh no. Is there a shrine here? Because I might need to pay my respects. I think there is a shrine to Talos, actually. I don't particularly want to pay my respects to Talos, but if he heals me, who am I to say no, right? We're gonna go over to the shrine and write down our little notes about it. It's raining hard. Sadly, I will make an offering of one. I don't have Ontario, I don't have 100 gold. Babes, this is not good. Do I have a cure disease potion? Am I that lucky? No. I'm a poor scholar, Marcuria. I spent all my money on you, so you better be worth it. Let's sneak into, what was it called? The Hall of something or another? Oh, misspoke. I was completely wrong. My bad. Oh, it's so cozy in here, isn't it? I just want to, like, eat the food, but it's stealing. Alright, pretty lady.
Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now.
Okay, rude.
Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of a face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
Okay, we're gonna read. Oh my gosh, everyone's yelling at me. We're gonna read A Short History of Morrowind by Jeanette C.T. I imagine we know quite a bit about the history of Morrowind, but this is like building up historical knowledge of what people from Skyrim think of the history of Morrowind, right? So let's get ready. From the introduction. Led by the legendary prophet Veloth, the ancestors of the Dunmer, exiles from Altmer cultures in present-day Somerset Isle, came to the region of Morrowind. In earliest times, the Dunmer were harassed and dominated by Nord sea raiders. When the shattered Dunmer tribes consolidated into the predecessors of the modern Great House clans, they threw out the Nord oppressors and successfully resisted further incursions. The ancient ancestor worship of the tribes was in time superseded by the monolithic tribunal temple theocracy, and the Dunmer grew into a great nation called Resdayn. Resdayn was the last of the provinces to submit to Tiber Septon, like Blackmarsh. It was never successfully invaded and was peacefully incorporated by treaty into the Empire as a province of Morrowind. Almost 4 centuries after the coming of the Imperial Legions, Morrowind is still occupied by Imperial Legions, with a figurehead Imperial King, though the Empire has reserved most functions of the traditional local government to the ruling councils of the 5 great houses. On Vardenfell District. In the Third Era, 414, Vardenfell territory, previously a temple preserve under Imperial protection, was reorganized as an Imperial Provincial District. Vardenfell had been maintained as a preserve administrated by the temple since the Treaty of the Armistice, and except for a few great house settlements sanctioned by the temple, Vardenfell was previously uninhabited and undeveloped. But when the centuries-old temple ban on trade and settlement of Vardenfell was revoked by King of Morrowind, a flood of Imperial colonists and Great House Dunmer came to Vardenfell, expanding old settlements and building new ones. The new district was divided into Redoran, Kalu, Telvanni, and temple districts, each separately administrated by local house councils or temple priesthoods, and all under the advice and consent of Duke Dren and the district council in Ebonheart. Local law became a mixture of house law and imperial law in house districts, jointly enforced by house guards and legion guards, with temple law and imperial law enforced in the temple district by ordinators. The temple was still reorganized as the majority religion, but worshippers of the 9 divines was protected by the legions and encouraged by imperial commissions. The temple district includes the city of Vivec, a fortress of Ghostgate, and all sacred and profane sites, including those blighted areas inside the Ghost Fence. And all unsettled and wilderness areas of Vardenfell. In practice, this district included all parts of Vardenfell not claimed for Redoran, Kalu, or Telvanni districts. The temple stubbornly fought all development in the district and were largely successful. House Kalu, in combination with imperial colonists, embarked on a vigorous campaign of settlement and development. In the decades after reorganization, Balmora and the Ascodin Isles regions have grown steadily. Caldera and Pelagiad are completely new settlements, and all legions' forts were expanded to accommodate larger garrisons. House Telvanni, normally conservative and isolationist, has been surprisingly aggressive in expanding beyond their traditional tower villages, disregarding the protests of the other houses, the Temple, the Duke, and the District Council. Telvanni pioneers have been encroaching on the wild lands reserved to the temple. The Telvanni Council immediately disavows responsibility for these rogue Telvanni settlements, but it is an open secret that they are encouraged and supported by ambitious Telvanni mage lords. Under pressure from the temple, conservative house Redoran has steadfastly resisted expansion in their district. As a result, House Redoran and the temple are in danger of being politically and economically marginalized by the more aggressive and expansionist Kalu and Telvanni interests. The imperial administration faces many challenges in the Vardenfell district, but the most serious are the Great House rivalries, animosity from the Ashlander nomads, internal conflicts within the temple itself, and the Red Mountain Blight. Struggles between Great House Temple and imperial interests to control Vardenfell's resources could at any time erupt into full-scale war. Ashlanders raid settlements, plunder caravans, and kill foreigners on their wild lands. The temple has unsuccessfully attempted to silence criticism and calls for reform within its ranks. Most serious are the plagues and diseased hosts produced by the Blightstorm sweeping out from Red Mountain. Vardenfell and all Morrowind have long been menaced by the legendary evils of Dagoth-Ur and his ash vampire kin dwelling beneath Red Mountain. For centuries, the temple has contained this threat within the Ghost Fence, but recently the temple's resources and will have faltered, and the threat from Red Mountain has grown in scale and intensity. If the Ghost Fence should fail and hosts of blighted monsters were to spill out across Vardenfell's towns and villages, the Empire might have no choice but to evacuate Vardenfell district and abandon it to disease and corruption.
The scorched town.
I want to play Morrowind so bad. Anyways, that was interesting. Let's head to the Keep Barracks, see what the boys are up to, right? Well, they're all sleeping, of course, because it is 5 a.m. in the morning. Checks out for me, except these two, who are probably on night duty. This place is quite expansive, you know. We've been to...
If it's
Have you
bed
been
you
to?
need, talk to Kiraba in the Bee and Barb. She'll set you right.
Oh, thank you. Wow, there's a lot of guards, aren't there? Quite surprising. Okay, that opens to Riften. We don't want to go to Riften again, not yet. We really do need to find a quest to do. Like a fetch quest, maybe. Put more curio to good use.
I
my
mostly
bad,
deal
my
with
love.
petty thievery and drunken brawls.
One
Been too long
good
since
thing,
we've had a good
the
bang.
guards aren't reading. They're not exactly the reading
City's
type.
quiet enough now. When the sun goes down,
Oh, he wants me to leave, I think.
what do you need?
Nothing, sir. Where have I gone? Did I go in this room before? I did. Oh, it's his room. He's got a dummy. I wonder why. I'm sorry. Oh, that's locked during the night. Okay, makes sense.
You could say
Do I want to read this book of Cross Daggers?
Dark.
How long is it? Is my question. Is it rather long? Okay, it's not too long. But we've read a lot. I might come back for it
Dangerous.
if given time.
Place for decent.
Let's go out. Maybe we could sleep for a bit. I mean, not sleep. Wait a bit. Like 2 hours, so it's 7 a.m. And that way... Oh, he spawned in. That way we can visit places and people will be alive and awake. Let's go in a circle this way. We'll go to the Honor Hall Orphanage and meet the lovely patron, I'm sure. Hello.
Those who shirk their
I'm here
duty
to
will get
take stock
extra
of the
beat.
orphanage
Do I
problem.
make myself clear?
Yes, Rowan.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why
Girl.
you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of
What a
age
wicked,
and get
wicked
thrown
woman.
into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grillin. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little
Cars in any other save, Grillad, you'd be catching my fists. Oh,
Come get yourself a kid.
That's all you
You're out of luck.
Ventus escaped.
No way, Grillin.
He was so mad. I got double the pain.
Especially not since
oh my
Aventus.
gosh, everyone talking. Please stop.
I
You
do
really
hope
shouldn't
Money and
be.
Father
Constance.
come
I'm
visit.
sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should go.
I feel like I should take that
If there's
as her
nothing
leave.
else, I really must ask you to leave.
Okay, they're asking us to leave, so we know the orphanage problem in Skyrim isn't exactly helped by the person running the orphanage, is it? Let's pick some flowers, Mercurio. Get our spirits up after that. Honor Hall Orphanage. Sorry, it's so funny. Let's go around this way. Here it looks like a blacksmith. Can I go inside? We actually can. We'll talk to the person outside maybe as well. Let's see if we can get a quest or something. Is this just like his home? Am I just entering his home? Oh, I'm certain I am. I shouldn't be in here, should I? No, I shouldn't. Okay. Let's talk to the man outside. The man of the hour. I've never been in that house either. Even though I've gone to Riften so many times, I just go in the same like 3 buildings. Okay. Hello, Balamant.
Come to see Balamant perform miracles with steel, eh?
You seem quite proud of your work.
Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
Impressive.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
I'll get some for you.
You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
I imagine current events are keeping you busy.
People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Where can I find fire
A
salts?
flame astronaut's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned
I'm
by
not killing her.
wizards.
Okay.
Of course, it would be much
I'm like
easier to
level
check with
4.
an alchemist.
Can't even
They
fight for
occasionally
myself.
have them for sale.
Lastly, like, what have you got to
Take a
sell?
look.
If he has anything, like, if I can sell him anything, I'm in desperate need of gold. Do you want some iron boots? I don't use those. Am I wearing nothing right now? Yeah, look, there's a whole bunch of stuff for me to sell. Is that what it's worth all? I'd like to take that back. And that back. Anything that's like enchanted, I feel like is something I want to
Remember, nothing but
document.
genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
How about you, sir?
Working at the Riften fishery
this
is
oil.
tough. Time to put some coin in my pocket. I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
You were in Morthal before, okay. That goes out to Skyrim, we won't do that for now. We do want to explore so let's see the Blackfriar Meadery. Let's head in. We should try the mead, right?
Hey,
I'm the
don't look at me
brewmaster
that
around
way.
here.
Who are
What
you
did
to
you want?
judge me?
I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work?
You run the Blackfriar Meadery.
Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do, despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took over as a foreman, the production of our mead has never been more profitable. And if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the picture?
Yeah, can you tell me a bit more about Maven Blackbriar? I've been hearing her name quite a lot recently.
Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one pulling the strings around this city. She's always welcome in Mistveil Keep, and between you and me, I'm pretty sure she even has some pretty influential friends within the Empire. I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite a few troubleshooters to take care of messy problems.
I just imagine, like, Rayn scribbling intensely in her notebook about Maven Blackbriar.
Good. Now maybe I can get back to work.
Yeah. Oh, my dear lord, you're terrifying, sir. I'm sorry. Attention employees. What does this say? Notice to all employees, Lady Blackbriar has requested that all employees be subject to random searches at my discretion. There's been a rash of missing mead barrels lately, and I won't tolerate it any longer. Any employee caught with merchandise belonging to Lady Blackbriar will be subject to immediate incarceration in Riften jail. If you have any objections to this posting, feel free to remove yourself from the meadery permanently. In Darren. Dang, okay. We have another one to be read immediately. My girl's definitely nosy. Notice to all employees, it's come to my attention that the last batch of Blackbriar Private Reserve was simply our standard Blackbriar mead placed in the incorrect bottles. We sold 6 cases of the Private Reserve recently, and they were all returned. To make amends, we replaced the cases with the correct supply at our cost. Due to this blunder, the cost of the cases will be removed from this month's wages. Inderen. Oh, it does not seem like the best work environment. Now, does it? I'm gonna sit. Hello, sir. You terrify me.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
First, what makes it so special?
Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar Mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first.
That sounds rehearsed.
Damn it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me.
Oh, there are worse things than being fired.
Yeah. Fired. Sure. That's what I meant.
Again, scribbling aggressively in her notebook. And tell me about Maven Blackbriar.
She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family.
She's just be like, glad you're so happy. I mean, if we can proceed, come on, get the truth off your chest.
Okay. If I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year.
Oh,
the last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrik. Just take my advice and just get out of Riften as soon as you can.
Well, that's nice. What do you have for
Take
stuff?
a look.
Okay, you want to try the Blackbriar mead? Oh, that's all our money. I'm sorry. I'll have to come back later when
Come back and see us again.
I have money. Mercurio, do you want to cough up that 500 I gave you?
What are you doing that for?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Another note. All employees must read. Notice to all employees, I discovered my bed filled with skeever droppings that were obviously placed there on purpose by an employee who thought that was an amusing prank. You have until mid-August to either come forward on your own or point me in the direction of the perpetrator for this practical joke. Otherwise, all employees will be subject to half wages for the next 3 months. Interim. Deserved. He seems like such an asshole. I'm sorry. Am I allowed back here? The door's open, so... Hello.
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
I wasn't judging you. She took great offense. Don't mind me. Note from Maven. Inzerin, if you ever dare to create arbitrary rules on my behalf again without informing me first, I'll have Maul personally show you what your insides look like. I trust that we're clear on this issue and I won't have to mention it again. Maven. Dane? My boy? Okay, Mercurio. Come on. Move your butt. I have to leave things untouched, my love. Let's head downstairs, see what the meadery's like. I imagine she's asked for permission and everything to come down here. Oh, you're
Watch
the first.
what you're doing. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in mourning.
May I ask why you're in mourning?
It was my sister, Lilia. She served as a battle maiden with the Stormcloaks. We recently heard she'd been killed. I find it difficult to talk about. Perhaps you'd be better off speaking to my parents about it. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me keep my mind off of things.
Tell me about your parents.
My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. Now he just walks the streets spewing his hatred and propaganda. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the shrine and teaches his ways. I'm just not so sure she's delivering the right message.
Are you at odds with them?
Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. They're still my parents, and I love them dearly. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with this war. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric, and the rest is a smokescreen. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I want to do is have my parents lose another child.
Of course. You're involved with the meadery.
It was my sister,
I did not mean to ask.
She served as a battle maiden with the Stormcloaks.
Sorry, I don't know why I did a 360.
Sorry, I'm afraid... Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. I put up a chunk of the gold she needed to get the place off the ground. We've been staggeringly successful so far. In fact, I'm almost surprised how quickly she's generated business for us. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course.
All right, then.
It's been good talking to you.
Scribbling intensely still.
I'm the brewmaster around here.
Looks like they ate
What
food
did you
together.
want?
I'm just looking around, sir. As you allowed me to do,
Hey,
I may add, I'm a historian.
Who are you to judge me?
I'm not judging you. Okay? It's fine. We're fine. There's almost... Oh. You kind of scared me. Hello, so why are there so many...
I'm selling the best meat in town for cheap.
Benra, what do you
Interested?
miss? What are you selling?
Nothing but the best. Black Briar mead, fresh from the vat. Best of all, you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices Maven charges.
This is true.
So what do you say to that?
Sure, I'll take one.
Here you go. Oh, and keep it quiet. This stuff isn't
Roman
exactly
Dreth is
easy
the
to get a
real
hold
one.
of at these prices, if you catch me drift.
You know what? Thank you, sir. Do you want to chat some more, Roman?
Yes, sirrah.
You're selling cheap meat.
No, friend. You got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap mead. I'm selling good mead for cheap. Black Briar mead.
I see.
I'll sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious.
What kind of delivery?
I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Vilmer Inn in Iverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something.
Actually, Iverstead is my next place
Keep it as
to
payment
go.
for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Darren from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd write us out in a second.
All right, I'll do it.
Good. Now get
I
going.
did buy his meat, so I feel kind of obligated. Do you work for the meadery?
Sure. How do you think I get my hands on the good stuff and offer it so cheap? You think old Maven is just giving it away to anyone? Good thing she makes so much money. Makes it easier for merchandise like this to fall through the cracks.
Raman, I love you.
Remember, keep this to yourself.
Of course. I think I've been in the Blackbriar meadery once, and I never came down here.
Don't look at me that way.
So.
Who are you to judge me?
Okay, babe. I'm
On
gonna
the
need you
blue
to
map.
stop.
What the?
Everyone get out of my way. Sorry, I had like a bit of a panic. We can go back upstairs. Let me go out this way. Okay. Oh my gosh.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason. What in the name of oblivion do you want?
Your name carries weight in Riften.
Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
I'm just gonna...
Out of my way.
I'm just gonna walk away. She scares me, guys. Anyway, let's move along.
I don't have time for idle chit-chat. What is it?
Nothing. Ooh, pretty girl.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
I know. Okay. This is why I'm going to... What is this place? The Pond Prawn to hopefully make some money.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you?
Your shop has a most unusual name.
Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake.
What's wrong with Riften?
The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city's corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others.
Maybe you should speak to the authorities?
Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the
Honey, you don't
Brawny
have to say it again.
Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I have all sorts of interesting items for sale. Have you looked around? Pickings may be a bit trinkets,
Okay,
odds
just
and
let me
ends,
sell things, please,
that sort
sir.
of thing.
Please. Okay, what do we have? You want to keep those things. You want to keep these, right? Inner clothing. We can sell like a ring. I feel like we can sell all of this, right? It's not too much interest. He'll take anything. I'm never gonna use a scroll, so might as well give it to him. Maybe we can do amethyst. Hello. Here we go. It's not really worth much money. Oh, I sold it to him anyways. Guess he gets some Dwemer things. I don't think there's anything that's too expensive in here, no. But we have like 5 million wolf pelts, so we might as well sell them. Okay. Thank you, Bercy. Now, what's wrong, Riften? Oh, I've already asked that. You know,
what isn't wrong?
It's fine. It's fine. We don't have to talk. No. No for those books. If there's piles of books, I'm not going to do it. An apology. Bercy, I got your last request, but there's no way I'm going near Shroud Hearth Barrow. I know that the trinkets from the Nordic Barrow sell quite well, but it isn't worth getting killed. You probably think I'm crazy, but I'm certain that the place is haunted, and I refuse to become another victim of whatever lies there. Sorry, old friend. Wilhelm.
Oh.
Intriguing.
What can I do for you?
Nothing, sir. You've already done all that you can do for me today, so thank you. Let's...
Need a drink?
Huh?
You go through the B&bar. Stay out of the ragged
Oh my
flag.
goodness. Is there lightning? Or was my thing just glitching? It really could be either now, couldn't it? Let's go this way. I think these are just houses. Yeah. Honeyside, we're not going to get into. Oh, but Helga's bunkhouse, we will.
You lost?
I'm not lost. Actually, thank you though. Oh, hello, pretty lady. We'll talk to the patron first. Can I look around?
If you looking for something or what?
What is this place?
This heap of matchsticks is what everyone calls Helga's bunkhouse. Can you stay here? No. The bunkhouse is for the working man, not some sort of luxury inn for tourists.
Are you the only one that works at the bunkhouse?
Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap.
I have been to this place before. I know quite well what this place is. Where can I learn more about magic?
There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic.
Oh, honey, it's gonna be a while until I get to Winterhold. I'm telling you right now.
Hate secrets. The Jarl's Court wizard was taught there. That one's full of secrets.
Okay, can I
don't know
look
why
around?
I bother.
I don't care too much about worker attacks, but I do care about this. Sweet Helga, last night was the most wonderful night of my life. The things you showed me, the things we did, I could never have dreamt that it was possible. Who even knew that someone could manipulate their body in that manner while wearing Daedric armor? You are a true master of the Debellan arts, my love. A credit to your religion. Perhaps we'll meet again soon, but next time, allow me to bring the trouts. Your secret lover? I'm gonna die. That was too hilarious. My love, are you okay, Savannah?
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
Do you work here?
Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery.
I just realized she has a problem.
I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean.
Why
Ever
is that
since
there?
my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a
Guys,
nightmare.
I swear all of my mods
How was
are
I to
safe
know
to
she
work.
was such a
Safe for
wretched
work.
woman?
All of
So
them I
now
have
I'm
installed.
stuck living here while
Why
those
is that
pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things.
Oh no. Why do you hate Helga
It's not
so
just
much?
the work, it's everything about her. She's
Can I get
disgusting.
away with that, or am I gonna have to go
I
through
think
and
she takes
edit?
her worship of Debella a bit too seriously.
Might as
Do
well
you
be
know she
safe,
slept
right?
with 3
I'm sorry,
different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing?
I'm not good at modding.
Just for
I
once,
swear I tried
like
to
to see
download
her
everything safe
squirm,
for work.
to rub her nose in it.
There must be some way.
Actually, there is. But I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out.
You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do.
Sure, I'll help you.
Oh, this is going to be great! You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out.
Perfect. Thank you.
Try and get those marks without violence, please. If you don't want to be responsible for their deaths.
Okay,
or
I
yours.
really don't want to look at you. Why is that a thing? Why is the dress cut so low? So this is where the men stay. And then in here is a wardrobe and a single bed. Mercurio, you're never staying here, my love. I'm sorry. Beggar. Doesn't sound too interesting. Yeah, it's just like a bunkhouse. I can't get over it. It's so funny. Okay, Mercury, move. Thank you. I'm just gonna keep my eyes on the floor. Is this her special secret room? It is. Look at the forge numbers. I don't want to forge numbers. Wait, no. But this is the Shrine of Dibella. Should we worship it? I kind of want to. It's so funny. Okay. Does she have any interesting books? She has both lusty Argonian mate. I have to do it, don't I? I do. Okay, volume 1, guys. The Lusty Argonian Maid, Volume 1 by Crassius Curio. I can't believe I'm going to read this. Act 4, Scene 3, continued. Lifts her tell. Certainly not, kind sir. I'm here but to clean your chambers. Is that all you have come here for, little one, my chambers? I have no idea what it is you imply, master. I am but a poor Argonian maid. So you are, my dumpling, and a good one at that, such strong legs and shapely tail. You embarrass me, sir. Fear not, you are safe here with me. I must finish my cleaning, sir. The mistress will have my head if I do not. Cleaning, eh? I have something for you. Here, polish my spear. But it is huge. It could take me all night. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. It's not funny, but it's so funny. Volume 2, everyone. This is quality content you're getting from me right now. Act 6? No, 7, sorry. I swear I'm educated. Scene 2, continued. My goodness, that's quite a loaf, but however shall it fit my oven? This loaf isn't ready for baking, my sweet. It is yet to rise. If only we could hurry that along, how would I accomplish such a task? Oh, my foolish little Argonian maid, you must use your hands. You wish me to knead the loaf here? Of course. But what if the mistress catches me? Your loaf was meant to satisfy her appetite. Don't fret, my delicate flower. I'll satisfy the mistress's cravings later. Very well, but I'm afraid my oven isn't hot enough. It could take hours. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. Why did I read that? We're here. Let's leave. Okay, it's gonna happen. Okay, okay. We're not looking at her.
Any luck getting the marks from those men?
I'm working on it, girl, but like I can't look at you. Mercury, leave. We need to leave. What mod is doing that? I can figure it out. Because I don't want to see that on a Thursday evening. Nope. Not even a little bit. Do you have anywhere else to go?
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet one.
Yeah, they actually did.
That's fine.
What's back here? Is the gate? At least the back. Okay, nothing interesting, I don't think. Can we go in here? No? How about here? No, these are all houses. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. What about here? No interest.
Staying safe, I hope.
wield. The door is barred from the other side. What? Can I get in through the back? It's crazy. Let's go to the barracks. Wait. So there. This is a temple of Mara. I've never been to the temple of Mara before. I've never been married before, so. Look at that. Is this a different shrine? They have a bunch of shrines to Mara here. We'll be here soon enough, my love. Don't you worry. We're obviously going to document this place quite heavily, right? Look at that. They have every single song of Helena, which is quite cool. This is their chambers where they sleep. An Argonian ceremony. Driffa, I was wondering if you could speak to Maramil about perhaps residing over a marriage ceremony for myself and Karava. She's the love of my life, and I wish to be with her forever, but only if we can be wed in traditional Argonian fashion. Traditional Argonian bonding ceremonies are somewhat long and complex, involving unique rituals spoken in our native language. I'd be more than happy to write a book describing what I'm looking for, as long as Maramil doesn't mind. Talonjay, he is so sweet and cute. Shut up. Husband material. Do we want to read a quick kiss, sweet mother? I suppose we should. I've never read it before. So you wish to summon the Dark Brotherhood. You wish to see someone dead. Oh, yes, I have. Literally. Okay. We're gonna skip this one. I think we've all read it before. There's not much going on here, is there? Oh, there is a book here. Gods and Worship. This is definitely something she wants to read. An overview of Gods and Worship in Tamriel by Brother Hetchfeld. Completely up her alley. Editor's note, Brother Hetchfeld is an associate scribe at the Imperial University Office of Introductory Studies. Okay. So we're in the same field, right? Gods are commonly judged upon the evidence of their interest in worldly matters. A central belief in the activity participation of deities in mundane matters can be challenged by the reference to apparent apathy and indifference on the part of gods during times of plague and famine. From intervention in legendary quests to manifestations in common daily life, no pattern for the gods of Tamriel activities is readily perceived. The concerns of gods in many ways may seem unrelated or at best unconcerned with the daily trials of the mortal realm. The exceptions do exist, however. Many historical records and legends point to the direct intervention of one or more gods at times of great need. Many heroic tales recount blessings the divinity bestowed upon heroic figures who worked or quested for the goods of a deity or the deity's temple. Some of the more powerful artifacts in the known world were originally bestowed upon their owners through such reward. It has also been reported that priests of high ranking in their temples may on occasion call upon their deity for blessings or help in time of need. The exact nature of such contact and the blessings bestowed is given to much speculation, as the temples hold such associations secret and holy. This direct contact gives weight to the belief that the gods are aware of the mortal realm. In many circumstances, however, these same gods will do nothing in the face of suffering and death, seeming to feel no need to interfere. It is thus possible to conclude that we, as mortals, may not be capable of understanding more than a small fraction of the reasoning and logic such beings use. One defining characteristic of all gods and goddesses is their interest in worship and deeds. Deeds in the form of holy quests are just one of the many things that bring attention of a deity. Deeds in everyday life, by conforming to the statutes and obligations of individual temples, are commonly supposed to please a deity. Performance of ceremony in temple may also bring a deity's attention. Ceremonies vary according to the individual deity. The results are not always apparent, but sacrifice and offerings are usually required to have any hope of gaining a deity's attention. While direct intervention in daily temple life has been recorded, the exact nature of the presence of a god in daily mundane life is a subject of controversy. A traditional saying of the Wood Elves is that one man's miracle is another man's accident. While some gods are believed to take an active part of daily life, others are well known for their lack of interest in temporal affairs. It has been theorized that gods do in fact gain strength from such things as worship through practice, sacrifice, and deed. It may even be theorized that the number of worshippers a given deity has may reflect on his overall position amongst the other gods. This, my own conjecture, garnered from the apparent ability of the larger temples to attain blessings and assistance from their god with greater ease than some other religious institutions. There are reports of the existence of spirits in our world that have the same capacity to use the actions and deeds of mortals to strengthen themselves as do the gods. The understanding of the exact nature of such creatures would allow us to understand with more clarity the connection between a deity and the deity's worshippers. The implication of the existence of such spirits leads to the speculation that these spirits may even be capable of raising themselves to the level of a god or goddess. Matuso of the Imperial Seminary has suggested that these spirits may be the remains of gods and goddesses who, through time, lost all or most of their following, reverting to their earliest, most basic form. Practitioners of the old ways say that there are no gods, just greater and lesser spirits. Perhaps it is possible for all three theories to be true. Very interesting. I'm hungry, aren't I? Of course. Let me eat my bass. Okay. Hello, Marma.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
I wanted to know more about the Temple of Mara.
Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim.
I could have a wedding at the temple. Or do you accept charity? Can you tell me about Mara's beliefs?
Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm.
I could have a wedding at the temple.
Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim?
No, not really.
Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony.
Do you accept charity?
Of course. I'd be more than happy to add a donation to our charity box. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get.
I'll donate some other time. I'm low on
As you
money.
wish. Whatever you can afford will certainly be put to good use.
Thank you.
May you return to her benevolence in safety.
You're pretty.
What is it you seek, my child?
Which of the 8 divines do you serve?
We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods.
May I receive her blessings?
Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land?
I don't think I can help you.
Do not forsake your heart, child, for it may one day come to surprise you. Mara will always accept you into her arms, should you seek to return to her fold.
Thank you. My bad. I don't really want to chat with anyone else. Oh, they have a ruined book. Intriguing, Mercurio. Another door. Oh, they have a downstairs. I've never been here. Again, I already said this, but it's like true. It's kind of freaking me out. Oh, Hall of the Dead. That makes sense, right? And in here is just another bed, and it looks like another ruined book. I wonder why they have so many ruined books. It's kind of strange, isn't it? Should we go into the Hall of the Dead? I mean, we did so in... Was it
Watch
Windhelm?
what you're doing.
I'm sorry, Alessandria. Oh, there's a dead person on the table. This one is far less well kept than the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm. I will say that. Shrine of Archay. Kind of want to search her. I'm not gonna take anything. That was kind of gross. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just halls of dead people. Alrighty. Intriguing, I suppose. Riften. Oh, how did I end up here? Where am I? Oh, we're under the temple. Okay, fair enough. Maybe want to go into that area of You know what I'm trying to say. I need a third person. Sorry guys. My brain is starting to... Oh, we can go into the Blackfire Manor. I want to...
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
I was wondering if I could take a look around here. I'm a historian.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. I doubt your combat prowess would prove valuable in a real battle anyway.
Yeah,
I was trained by some of the finest warriors
you're kind
in
of
all
right.
Skyrim.
I'm just gonna slowly walk away from you.
As if it was an extension.
Regarding your loss, Lady Maven Blackbriar, I've made inquiries into the loss of your meat shipment to Cyrodiil, and I've come to the conclusion that they were waylaid by a group of mercenaries under the employ of the Empire. According to my sources, these mercenaries were not acting under orders and simply attacked the caravan for supplies. I forwarded a request for compensation on your behalf to the Imperial Council, and the mercenaries in question have already been dealt with accordingly. Again, I wish to extend my deepest apologies for this unfortunate mishap, and I assure you that any future shipments into our nation will be met at the border by an Imperial patrol and personally escorted to its final destination, Reginimius, I pronounced that completely wrong, Grand Steward, Imperial City Trade Relations.
My own order.
Intriguing, intriguing, my friends. I've never been in here either. I think that's clear. I haven't been to a lot of places. This is kind of a maze, you know. Oh, there's a downstairs and everything. Oh, that goes out into Riften. Look at this amazing, like, dining table. They definitely live it up, don't they? Thief of Virtue. I don't really want to read that, but interesting. Oh, hello.
My mind is on my experiments today. What did you need?
Tell me about your family.
My family. All that wealth and they squander it on foolish ventures and political schemes. I was meant for so much more than all of this. I wish to pledge my life and ply my talents in darker circles. If only my mother would let me, I would make her proud.
Are you an alchemist?
I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent, but I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable.
What sorts of ingredients do you need?
To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me?
Sure.
That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated.
Okay.
My experiments can't be completed until you've brought me those ingredients. Do hurry.
Yeah, I'm not going to hurry, my love. I'm sorry. Let's head upstairs. I would like to start a quest today that we can actually do. Because I've realized we've just been, like, reading stuff for, like, an hour and a half, really, so... Letter from Christophe? Dearest Maven, after a disagreement a fortnight ago, I feared that business had finally gotten the best of our friendship. Since I still have yet to receive a reply to my last letter, it seems my suspicions are correct. I realize my mistake has cost you a lot, and all I hope to do is make amends. I'll be staying at the Bannered Mare in Whiterun should you wish to speak to me. Regards, Christoph Barlett. Intriguing. Sabjorn. Maven, this is the final letter I'll be sending to you. I'm sick to death of your underhanded methods. A little competition never hurt anyone, and Honey Brew has barely scratched the surface of your business. I've lost 2 more shipments this month to these so-called bandits. If I find out you're involved, I'm taking it to the Jarl. Oh. It's quite a cozy place. The wealthy really do live wealthy here, don't they? Is this like a balcony? Because I'd like to go out on the balcony. Look how amazing this is. It's definitely a very small one. Look at that. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Shut up. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. I love this game. Don't you? He's so sick of me. I'd be sick of me too, honestly. Okay, out here. Their house is huge. I generally think it's just like rooms up here, right? Yeah, just rooms and such. Not too much of interest. If there's notes, I'd read them, but I'm done with books. I'm like sick of books, honestly. Oh my. Let's head down into the basement real quick. See what they've got going on down here. If anything of interest. Just like wood logs and such. Oh, we could do alchemy down here. She has that daughter in the basement, doesn't she? That's crazy. Of course it failed. Okay, we made something. Maybe this as well. Okay, I think that's plenty. But we've made some potions, which is nice. And that's just storage. Okay. Through here? Oh, that's an expert lock. Intriguing. This one is open though. Nothing of too much interest. Okay. Let's leave the Blackbriar residence. Oh. And I think two things I want to do real quick before we head central. That man is running. Okay. Is to check the... What am I trying to say? Check the graveyard quickly and then see if there's any secret entrances to that place around back. No, nothing up here of any interest. Okay. If we go around this way, is there a secret entrance into that building? Because I don't know otherwise how we get into it. It's like intriguing me. Do I go through here? Oh, you have to unlock the gate. Novice. Well, obviously we're not going to do that. We don't run into places we don't belong quite yet. Is all of this from the back locked? Annoying. I'll check this last one real quick. But it is quite interesting, isn't it? Alrighty. Let's get on with our quests, right? So we want to do miscellaneous. We want to do the obtain marks of develop. So are there a few we can find? I don't know. We should probably talk to him.
Sure. I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
I don't want to talk to you, Cardinal. I'll be honest. Hello.
Please, I need but a
I
second.
like that you can romance her, but not him. I've already talked to people around here, haven't I? I just realized that. Oh, but not you, I think, Medesi.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
Do you make your own jewelry?
I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxleal jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate
I don't do bandits. Oh. I'm just gonna...
Safe travels, Landstrider.
Slowly walk away. It looks like someone might be in here, so let's head into the Bee and the Barb. We'd have to be in here anyway. Oh. Hello, Talenge.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lady. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
People are looking at me. This man, I knew I couldn't trust you.
Yeah, what do you want? If this
You
is
see
about
me?
the meadery, we can talk later.
Okay, well he's in a place where I can't really get stuff from him, so not gonna do that.
Riften's
someone's in the
under my
Blackbriar
protection.
Meadery. We have two people in the Blackbriar Meadery.
You could say the Rathway is the city under the city. Dark, dangerous, no place for decent folk.
person not in here? I'm quite confused. It wants me to go out? Are they on the docks? Do we have to go to the docks? I think we might have to. We haven't gone there yet, so I guess it's like another thing for us to explore, but I would like to do a quest today. I feel like we haven't done much. Just running around, learning about the place, which has been fun, I will say. It's weird being like very law-abiding in Skyrim though. Okay. Okay. Visit the Fish and Riftery. Why do I get this quest?
The waiting. The insufferable waiting.
Are you okay? What's wrong?
Here, I want you to have this. Don't ask, just take it. Yes?
So we have the fishery. We should probably go in, right? Learn about the fishery. Hello, some of the deep water.
You have questions?
I actually wouldn't like to
Till
improve my
next
fishing
time.
skills. Look at the fish tank. Cute.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Rude, okay.
What you're doing that for?
I'm not doing anything. There's Maul again. Don't want to talk to him, honestly. Riften warehouse. So interesting. Maybe just running around the place, making a fool. There honestly isn't too much going on at the docks, is there? Wait. Oh, that's Blackbriar Meadery. I see. And this leads back into Riften, I assume?
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Oh, wait.
And I took an arrow in the knee.
Okay, just go like this.
There's nothing like fishing on Lake Onre. You should try it sometime.
Mm-hmm. Don't mind me just following this guy rather
If you're looking to
suspiciously.
settle in Riften, there's a...
I'm in. Okay, guys. You want the mark of Bella?
Never should have come.
Just coming. Mark, don't do it. This is going terribly wrong. Wow, very in debt. I might not have the pickpocket skills for this quest. Oh, dear.
Don't cross me, elf.
You know what? Don't cross me. How about that? You know what? Let's just go in. Let's just go back inside. I think we've tested our luck quite enough for today, right? Okay. What time is it? It's only 8 p.m. I don't really have anywhere else to discover except for down there, which I want to do in the next episode. So I'm just like, I have to bide my time. Now let's see what other quests we have. Nothing inside here. Joy. 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 Do you want to talk? my
Divine
love?
smile on you, friend.
Do you have a moment?
Of course.
Want to talk for a bit? Chat, perhaps? I think he's saying yes. Did he enjoy himself? We both enjoyed it. Our intimacy is... We have a meaningful connection, guys. Oh, time passed quickly talking to him. Time flies when you're having fun, guys. I'm sorry.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses.
I didn't,
Ready to
Brynjolf.
make some coin?
Thank you.
Fancy
though.
yourself the adventuring type,
Okay,
eh?
everyone get out of my way.
It's just as well. Without your
Karava.
combat prowess.
Got the coin?
What have you got for
Take a
sale?
look.
I'd love some food, actually. Beef, I'll take it. Chicken breast, pork or loaf. Okay. I'd like to rent a room, please.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
All right.
I'll show you
I
to
want
your room.
to
Right this way.
sit.
Sorry,
Mercury, where
I'm
should we
afraid I
sit?
can't help you much right now.
Here?
Currently in
Here.
mourning.
I need you to
All
do
right,
something.
what is it?
Yes, yes.
What do you need?
Sit.
Okay, got it. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna sit next to you, my love. Look at that.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
The two of us. Cute mages sitting here together. So adorable. Anyways, I want to try this Blackbriar mead that I drank. I mean, bought. And it has some cooked beef. I'm assuming I shared with him, right? It only makes sense. How do I return to... Oh. I don't understand.
Welcome
there
to
we
the
go.
Bee and Bar, milady. If I can interest
Bravo,
you
thank
in
you
one
for
of our
showing
special
me to my
drinks,
room.
let me know.
I can find my own way. Thank you. Thank you. No, Mercurio, you can stay outside this time. Now today we really will sleep for 8 hours. Okay? We really will. And when we awaken, I'm going to go here and show a race menu. And we're going to choose a new hair once again. Yes, please. Thank you, thank you. Where's hair? There it is. Okay. She looks really good in short hair. We do need to cut her hair at some point, right? Okay. Cute hairstyles. That look good on her. I like that one. Okay. We're done. Except the lighting in here is atrocious. Let's get a good lighting. Okay. Surface, my love. I want to get a screenshot real quick. My Xbox game bar is gonna hate me, isn't it? Okay, I don't need Xbox Social open or any of that. I just want a screenshot, thank you. I really wish I could figure out how to get my Skyrim to just pop up without the rest of my UI, but here we are, and we've got problems. So let's head out into Riften, and I think I'm gonna end the episode. Make sure I remember to make Mercurio follow me first, because I will definitely forget the next time we play. Mercurio, my love.
Good morning.
Follow me.
Try not to walk into any spike-filled pits or filthy skeever dens.
I love his voice lines. He's so sassy. You know what? Let's come out here. Let's come out here together. And we'll have this beautiful background. Okay, come over here.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Alright. And there we go. Thank you guys for tuning in for this long play in Skyrim. We're ending on a very cold and rainy day in Riften. Next episode will look more at the underground of Riften. Probably not the Radaway. And maybe complete some quests. And hopefully it will have some more interest than this episode. And after Riften, we'll be moving on to Iverstead. And we'll be taking the pilgrimage up to High Rothgar. So we have many things to look forward to and have fun with. With all that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this series. Peace and love.